Hello everybody, Elite Man here. Guys, this episode was so crazy, and I have a bunch of theories for the next episode, and we have a lot to discuss about the portrayal of the scientist, what's going to happen in the next episode, and guys, before we get into this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, clap that like button like I clap Elite Drill Woman, and guys, let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, so starting off this video, I already have a very cool theory that I think you guys will actually appreciate. I think I might just know what the next race will be. But before we get into that, let's talk about some of the important stuff. So, as we first see, we can see the scene that we got from the leaks that we had gotten from Dom Studios earlier, yesterday and the day before, as we end up shooting some of these very heavily damaged Skibidi toilets down. As we end up setting off a bomb and we finish off the rest with them, they all go up in a big fiery cloud of smoke, as they should. But then we start seeing a gigantuan thing of smoke as the actual scientist Skibidi toilet comes up and he ends up seeing us. But as he ends up seeing us, we actually end up running into a building, and the scientist looks for us, but he uses the reflection as a to see us, and so as this ends up happening, he ends up getting shot by a blue beam, which we already know that's our big boy Titan cameraman. As we go through the screen, we can end up seeing from the drone's POV of the Titan cameraman who had shot the scientist toilet. And as this happens, he ends up landing on the ground. As this happens, the scientist looks not at all impressed, and he looks like he's so absolutely happy to take him on. But as we can see, the Titan cameraman with his brand new hand, like I said, the scientist is like, hey, not impressed. As he ends up just shooting a freaking acid tank with full-on confidence, and the Titan cameraman yeets it away as he ends up shooting another one, but then the Titan cameraman just reflects it back. But as we know, the scientist is a robot and he has no actual flesh on him, so this doesn't affect him that much. And we can actually get a full view screen of this scientist. We can see that he has some sort of blue screen on the side, and we can notice how he has a TV on the bottom of his freaking speaker. But after he ends up shooting all these lasers, the Titan cameraman just blocks it with no problem, although he does end up sliding a little bit. And after this, we can end up seeing how he brings up a bunch of cars, and he throws it at the scientist as he gets distracted for the slight minute, and the Titan cameraman goes in whacking this man like hell. And as he does this, the scientist shoots him with one of his giant lasers, and the scientist actually ends up using his magnet to attract and repel his hammer, as the Titan cameraman looks like a total badass as he dodges the hammer, but that was his plan all along. As the scientist grins and he brings it back with full force, as it ends up almost killing our beloved Titan, but then the Titan TV man comes in and says, "Over my dead body." As the scientist ends up looking very angry about this, as he wanted to kill the Titan cameraman, obviously, as he always wants to. And we can see the legendary duo of the two Titans as they end up seeing the portal, which we got from the other league as well. And Alpha, the crazy bitch she is, ends up coming out of the portal with the scientist looking at her and explaining. And she actually ends up saying how you've gained some boldness, meaning he's finally standing up to this crazy witch, as she's gone totally psycho in all of this. And what she ends up saying next is just stupidly horrifying.
You've become pretty bold, haven't you? That drilled Titan is hopeless. As long as he keeps holding back, he's of no use. Well, I guess it's better than having him against us. Besides, I don't need him anyway.
As she ends up saying this, she says, that Titan drill man is very useless to us as long as he keeps holding back. As she ends up saying, it's better to have him with us than against us, I guess. And then she ends up pulling out the teleportation machine that she ended up using, and she says, took me long enough to finish my master's little toy. As she ends up bringing this whole goddamn big ass portal And yes, and this is true, you can go on the Wikipedia, he is literally nicknamed the Titan Ant-Man, which I will be using as the nickname for this Titan Grape Man, which is also another nickname they gave him. As the freaking Titan, the Counter Titan, comes out, like his bug alien looking face, looking ugly as ever, as the Alpha looks to him and smiles. But then we see something that I didn't even personally think would ever happen in a trillion years. We end up seeing how the scientist shoots the little toy that Alpha's been holding as he looks at her saying, "This has gone too far, Alpha." And I can indeed agree with this. This girl has gone absolutely psycho. And she ends up saying, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" as he shakes his head and he ends up leaving, which is honestly finally about time for the amount of times he's put up with her. Bullcrap. I mean, this woman's gone full on psycho. And just the fact that she's gone this far already is insane. But as she ends up blabbering more stuff, the Counter Titan starts looking towards the other Titans, and I have a couple theories for this episode. One, I think that the scientist will actually end up becoming an ally. Now, I cannot say with 100% certainty that I can confirm this. There is most likely only a 20% chance for him to come to the Alliance side and stop Alpha. But there's also an 80% chance that he will also betray the Alliance after he's done with Alpha and go right back to his old habits. Second theory, the second race, I think, will actually end up being drone men, as we now know that there's another type of technology in this Alliance, the drill men, the clock men, and now the pen and pencil men, as we can see that there's now drones, as we can see how they are being used. So, whether or not drone men will come into the series, I highly doubt it. They probably have another cool idea like Hammermen. That was something I came up with on my own, and even though I don't have a clue that it is going to be in the series, it's just a thought that drone men could be in the series, or if not, maybe Hammermen. I'm just saying. But anyways, the next thing I have to say is I do not know whether or not the Titans will be able to beat this Counter Titan. But also, on the other hand, if Scientist does come back in the next episode and he only teleported away for a little sum of a couple minutes, he may have teleported away because, you know, obviously Alpha's gone way too far. He is not following her at all. This is now very clear that he's become very bold and he is not following this psychopath girl anymore. But the Counter Titan, on the other hand, well, this mother Titan Ant-Man is just a whole new freaking power level scale. Even though he only reaches about the height of Titan TV Man, I can assume with confidence maybe, this guy looks hella strong. And as we've heard from the future Clockman, he has actually said that he will slaughter all those Titans, and he's seen it. And we can see how this is a very bad thing for the Alliance, seeing as how this Counter Titan is obviously very strong, even if we haven't seen his full extent of the powers he has yet. We can admit that at least Titan Cameraman will not make it out alive in the next episode. Either that or he's going to be very heavily damaged. And this is what I can say with full certainty. The Titan Ant-Man will indeed make it out with little to few harm at all. And the Titan Cameraman will suffer huge damage while the Titan TV Man saves them. Now, I do not have 100% certainty that the Titan Cameraman will die, as I have been wrong about this stuff before, and it hasn't looked good for the Titan Cameraman for quite a while now, so I don't know which Titan they plan to get rid of, you guys, but if you do, leave it in the comments. And guys, without further ado, I hope you like my videos. I hope you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, clap that like button like I clap Elite Drill Woman. And guys, hello everybody, Elite Drill Man here. Guys, this episode was honestly very shocking. It left us with so many more questions and answers, and this honestly doesn't look good for Titan TV Man, as I was again wrong about the Titan Cameraman being in danger. And guys, before we get into this entire video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, clap that like button like I clap Elite Drill Woman. And guys, let's get into the video. So literally within the first few seconds of this episode, we can see the Counter Titan as he literally launches himself onto the Titan cameraman, but we can notice that the Titan cameraman actually ended up pushing the Titan TV man out of the way to save him, and taking the blow from the counter Titan, as he, this psychopath, just starts literally tearing into this Titan cameraman like he has literally nothing to care about with this man. As the Titan TV man yoinks him away from the Titan cameraman whacks him with the hammer, but it barely did anything. Along with the Titan TV man's core he tried to use onto the counter Titan, but it did virtually nothing. As this psychopath ends up just giving him the side eye, like, oh, you messed up. And he shoots him with his tail, ending up powering his core, but we don't actually end up seeing how he uses the rest of his core. It might have actually overloaded his core with too much power, and in turn, he wasn't able to use any more of the firepower. But as this happens, Titan Cameraman goes in for this hit, and then as this happens, the Titan TV man starts using his sword, but then we see something shocking. His sword is doing no damage. It's not even denting or scratching this counter Titan whatsoever. The Titan Ant-Man is not phased, and let me tell you, the Titan TV man's sword is no butter knife. It has literally made things look like butter, cutting through the Titan Drill Man's armor, cutting through buildings with ease. And this man is just holding his ground against two Titans, as he even ends up pinning down the freaking Titan cameraman with one hand, and he takes on the other Titan TV man. And we can see the Titan TV man using all of his force, every ounce of strength in his arm to try and cut through his arm, and the counter Titan ends up seeing how his core ends up saying scan complete, as it ends up copying literally the weapon of the Titan cameraman, and he shoos away the Titan TV man. And then the Titan cameraman saw that it had copied the Titan TV man's sword, and he was shocked. Bro was acting 100%. He didn't even know that this could happen in his whole acting career. As the Titan Ant-Man ended up actually using the sword on the Titan TV man. Titan TV man wasn't doing too good, as he was trying to hold his ground, but he was getting bullied by the man. As the Titan cameraman went in for another blow with his hammer and started using his revolver guns, the Titan Ant-Man just looked at him like, oh, you're touching me? And he sliced through the Titan cameraman's hammer, and this really shocked the Titan cameraman, as he had such a powerful weapon that was just sliced in half in front of him. As this happens, the Titan TV man got on top of the Titan Ant-Man's head and started trying to literally do anything to make a dent in this man. But then the Titan cameraman got on top, went for the weakest point, which is the core, and his hammer dented in a way that it just completely folded backwards and did nothing to the core. As this happens, he threw the Titan TV man on top of the Titan cameraman, and as this happens, they both look shocked at each other, as what ends up happening next is really confusing to me, as he needs to be able to scan and see his enemies to copy their weapons. So then he has the Titan Drill Man's drill, the Titan Cameraman's hammers, and the Titan TV Man's sword. But then where did the Titan Speaker Man's claw and slash gun come from? This really isn't looking good for the Titan Speaker Man, because what happened to the Titan Speaker Man in episode 25, as we don't know where he's been for nearly 5 episodes now, and if he's able to scan the Titan Speaker Man's weapons, he must have encountered the Titan Speaker Man, and this is not good, considering the fact that the Titan Speaker Man is without a doubt the weakest Titan amongst the group. But as this does end up happening, the Titan TV Man's side monitors end up detaching and going in full battle mode, as they both charge in with attack, and the Titan TV Man and cameraman are doing everything and anything to try and take down this Titan. But then the Titan TV Man ends up actually sawing off one of his arms, and the Titan cameraman yeeted an entire building at the man, but he just regrew his tail and literally did nothing. He did nothing to this Titan after cutting off his tail, as he ended up destroying one of his monitors, his TV monitors, as he ends up sawing off the other hammer. But then not only does that TV screen get destroyed, then also does this TV screen as well. As the Titan TV Man finally saws through his arm, it doesn't take long for the counter Titan to immediately kill the Titan TV Man's screen and regenerate the same hammer again, as he's attacking with full force, and he's probably just toying with them like they're babies. And as he ends up taking on both Titans with absolutely no remorse, he pulls out another TV screen out of his ass, and then as the Titan TV Man realizes that he is ended up being cornered, he tries to teleport away. But thanks to Defuk Boom, who showed this in episode 67, episode 70, part 3, the TV Men are actually able to take away the teleportation smoke, and then we realize that Titan TV Man was done, as he pinned him to the ground and just picked him up like a freaking child by the neck. The Titan cameraman looked as he knew that this was going to be the end for the Titan TV Man, as we watched our beloved Titan as he stuck a chain through his chest and literally yeeted him up into his own hand, and he pulled out a drill hand. And after he did this, something that we never wanted to happen happened to our Titan. As the Titan cameraman tried to get up, he got immediately shot with another blast to the arm, and this isn't good, because this means now he's gonna have to get another arm, which this really is sucking for the Titan cameraman, as he is just getting bullied, and the Titan TV Man is getting killed at this point, which isn't good, as he ends up getting held by the neck, and then the Titan Ant-Man looks at him with disapproval and shakes his head, as this psychopath just enjoyed this fighting. This was not a challenge to him, as he pulled out his drill, and he actually ended up freaking, I kid you not, just drilling into our poor Titan's chest with absolutely no remorse, you guys. And I cannot officially say that the Titan TV Man will live to see the next episode, but I would have to say it is too early for the Titan TV Man to be killed. So what I think will end up happening is the Titan Clockman will appear in episode 30 and save our boy, the Titan TV Man, from being fully killed. But this man, this Titan Ant-Man, just enjoyed it. Look at the psychopath as he slowly killed into his chest. Not even a fast, quick kill. He just enjoyed every second of this like a psychopath. And I can say with full certainty that the Titan Clockman is coming back in episode 30. And the fact that the Titan TV Man has only been back for around 5 episodes definitely means that he has a little bit more plot armor than this to only be around for nearly only 4 episodes and be killed immediately. I think the Titan Clockman's gonna save him. But anyways, you guys, some of my other leading theories I may have is that the G-Man might appear in episode 40 or 35, because it's just something that's been on my mind and I can't get it out, so I thought that I would share it with you guys. I think for a couple reasons that Dom Studios said they had every episode planned out till episode 40 and episode 50. I think we might see G-Man in episode 35 or 40, whichever one comes first. And the next episode, I can say definitely we will see the Titan Clockman with his brand new awesome upgrades, stronger than ever, with new dope ass upgrades to him. And the Titan TV Man will be unconscious and probably have a giant hole in his chest, as we can see right here in this scene. But I do think that the Titan TV Man will survive. I do have a very high possibility rating of him surviving. But anyways, you guys, I have almost no more theories other than the fact that we are seeing Titan Clockman in the next episode. I can definitely say we will. And guys, without further ado, if you like my videos, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, because we're so close to 200 subscribers, you guys. We're only 5 subs away. Come on, we can do it. And also, I would like to say thank you to Reptile King for literally choosing my logo for the week. You chose Zorro in a maid suit. How childish of you. But still, I like it. Very funny and creative. Keep doing what you guys like. And also for the next week, guys, I'd like to ask you, what do you guys want my new channel logo to be for the next week as well? Since this week, it was Zorro in a maid suit. Anyways, you guys, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, clap that like button like I clap Elite Drill Woman. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching my video, and goodbye.